Hello, it's History Boy again with episode 99 of Fun Facts with Liam, and this one is about the Ford Motor Company. Well, not really. Well, yeah, not the whole glazing over how it's how it pretty much revolutionized motoring in America and America alone. Well, USA. I must, to be specific, because we kind of are talking about America-ish stuff. Um, well, I'm going to, but basically, and I was wondering this as well, kind of looking it up today. I was wondering why Ford is such a has been such a popular car brand over in my neck of the woods, over on my side of the pond, as it were. And the reason for this is pretty much that after a year after the success of the first proper Ford automobile in Detroit, Henry Ford decided to branch out to Canada, pretty much, and because Canada is a is a Commonwealth nation, that's basically that's basically UK. That's if you don't know what that is, for those of you who are new to my channel and want to learn definitions of things, Commonwealth nation is pretty much like is countries that have history and that like tied histories politically. So like, and that are still, I don't know, politically tied in some way. So like, yeah, you have the UK, you have Canada, you have Australia, you have New Zealand, India, etc. And so since Canada, since since the USA's neighbour to the north is a Commonwealth nation, therefore, motor, there were basically connections, I guess, motor trade connections with Britain, basically. So then after Ford, after Ford Motors had a branch set up a branch in Canada and became a popular brand of car, automobile, whatever at the time that's what they would have called them. 120 years ago. Then they pretty much became popular by industry and I suppose word of mouth in my neck of the woods, in good old Blighty, basically, and then about 7 years afterwards, in 1911, I think the UK branch of Ford Motors branched out into France and became popular in Paris. Yeah, sorry about that little pause there. You know, this is the price I pay with not having my own place, basically. So yeah, basically, and I didn't really know that Ford Motors had a branch in France, but I'm not surprised all the same. But it is essentially it became Ford Motors became popular in France because of the GB branch of Ford Motors. Yeah, it goes the original US branch, then Canada, then the UK, and then France. So, I mean, while Ford Motors isn't, you know, isn't like essentially all, almost literally all over the world, success rate wise, it is sort of, I suppose you would say, quad national, if that's the proper term, quad to national. Yeah, spans over 4 countries. Yeah, USA, Canada, UK, and France. So, yeah, basically because of America's northern neighbours, Ford Motors it became, I guess you could say, quad to nationally successful and popular because of them, because of Henry Ford deciding to branch out further north into Canada. I mean, Detroit, Motor City, Detroit, I think, is one of the border states, with Canada, so it makes sense that one, he would want to branch out internationally, but also the easiest place to start for him would be on the doorstep of Canada and into Canada. So it makes sense. So yeah, that was episode 99. And remember to like, subscribe, comment, and the last two are going to be belters, basically. So yeah.